Why are you sacrificing what you love? Why are you sacrificing your heart, your soul, your blood, sweat, and tears, the thing that is held at the highest, the most dearest part of life while we are alive, our very essence? Why are we choosing to sacrifice that? And I want to say you because I want it to be posed as a question within your mind. Why are you choosing to sacrifice that for something that is mediocre? For something that has a sparkly allure but is not gold? Why, when you are the gold, why make that switch when it is just less than what you truly desire, when it is subpar to your essence, your existence, your true power? Why are you doing that? Do you feel like you have to? That is the question. You're not obligated. You are not obligated. You are not obligated to subdue to an order, a law, a scripture, a structure that is not completely 100% congruent with your heart, which is, by the way, the first organ to form when you're in the womb. It is the reason why. It's the center. It is the earth, the heart. It is the reason why we exist, the reason why we are alive, the reason why we chose to embody, to express our essence through these vessels on this plane. As the feminine, the masculine, the yin, the yang. This is why, to express the heart. And why give that up when that is just the top tier, the most top tier thing of all of reality, of all of life? Especially when we're creating. We're in a co-creation with the universe. So we're divinely intertwined with that God essence, that source. So why give up the thing that was just a blessing and a gift bestowed upon us? That is the only reason. The arts, your hearts, that is the only reason. The dancing, the laughing, the cooking, the singing, the hugging each other and holding each other and swimming in the oceans and being butt-ass naked in the sun and feeling all the sun in your skin and being naked in the ocean and free diving with no fear and just getting up and doing what you want and taking those risks and just exploring. We have lost the essence of exploration. And as adults, when we get into our sexuality, sexual exploration, there's so much shame and taboos and just dishonor. There's so much dishonor around sexuality and what sex is and what erotica is and what it means to unite as one between a man and a woman. And honestly, I want to dive a little bit deeper into the woman and woman thing. And that could be tied into something deeper, but sometimes it's not. To just express that, what is it? I want to make sure I'm staying on topic, but there's a lot of dishonor around that exploration and just the trauma bonding because we are disconnected from our heart spaces, and we need to bring that attention and intention back to our heart spaces and really sit down with our hearts and hold our inner child, hold our hearts, and really ask ourselves, what is it that we are willing to sacrifice for the life that we are building, that we are currently co-creating in the now? What I'm doing now, what I get up and do every single day, if I just step back and just take a step back from my life and the things that I've been doing every single day for the past year, for the next 2 years that I plan on doing, I've already set into place that I'm just already in the habit of doing. Am I okay with that? And if I'm not okay with that, what am I willing to shift? What am I willing to sacrifice to actually build something better, to expand the expansion of consciousness, actually expanding that heart space in exploration, just pure joy and love, and exploring not only your body and your vessel and tapping into your potency within the body, mind, heart, body, Holy Trinity connection, but just outwardly just expressing to other people and connecting with other humans through your expression and exploring with those collaborations and traveling and just doing adventurous things that the little kid you loved to do, was fearless of doing. But now it's just kind of like a bloop. It's a side thing. It's a side piece. It's something that comes as an afterthought. It's something that has to wait until the weekend. It's something that has to wait until nighttime. It's something that has to wait until a holiday, until a certain season, until your birthday, which is only once a year. But your birthday is every day. You're alive every day. Your breath day is internal. It's the breath, the spirit is eternal life. So why put the death spell? Why put that death spell on your breath? Why? Why? For corporations that are poisoning the planet, that you are divinely intertwined with, your body goes right back into her when your spirit soars on. So it's like, really, what is it? Sit down. A heart meditation. For my women, a heart womb meditation. And men, oh man, the circumcision, like the tip of the penis is directly connected to the heart. And it's just like, sit with your genitalia and breathe deeply till you feel it all the way in your genitalia. Squeeze that anus, bring it up into your heart, and just really question. Just like, let it go though. Like, don't think. Question it and let it go, and just breathe with your body and listen to what your body is saying. Listen to the inner child echoes that's in your heart. That is a very silent voice. It's a hushed voice. It's a shut up, not now. Ugh, I hate that. It's a shut up, not now. We're doing these adult things that's really not actually benefiting humanity. It's the subduing of that wild nature, that inner child, that that wilderness, that dire need to just spaz. Not even spaz. Like, this just goes so deep into tantrums and not getting what you want, and just going and just doing what you like, and just when you're complete. Like, the children know when they're done. Like, the child doesn't need to be ridiculed within ourselves. We don't need any more of the ridiculing and the subduing, and it's just gonna come out in subconscious projections. And it's just like, sit with that and ask yourself, why? What am I doing? Is this a part of my purpose? Am what I'm doing in my every single day life, is that truly aligned with my purpose and my passion? And just see what that answer is. And if not, you need to do some reevaluating on what you're giving your time to, what you're giving your energy to, what you're just tossing your freaking essence into. Like, you're donating your time and your energy into everything that is the money. The money is you. The game is rigged against your ass. The game is rigged, and you got to learn how to play the game. And really, the secret is just so simple. It's inside of you. It's inside of you. Stop looking for things. Stop trying to cope with mechanisms. I mean, I know it's easier said than done, but like, everybody's addicted. Everybody's on something. Everybody's gotta go out on the weekend, get drunk. I gotta lose myself. I gotta lose myself. I gotta lose myself because I can't find myself. Like, it's just really sad. Like, and it just starts with the parents, and there's just these cycles that go on. And what are you perpetuating in your life at this point? Or we're at with humanity, specifically Americans. I like to just speak for Americans, but I just say, as where we're at with humanity, it's just like, you have to go inside of your heart, like, and connect with that internal source of God within your own breath, within your own DNA, within you. You have to go back to your childhood, though, but go back to the 6-year-old you. What did you want? What did you like? What did you dislike? We just really explore as children. So, get back to doing that. Go do things that bring you joy. And diving into the womb, a lot of the trauma is genitalia, because our parents reproduce. They use their genitalia to get us here. And there's so much trauma within the masculine and feminine expressing themselves to each other. The man and the woman expressing themselves to each other. So it's like, they've been circumcised, and now they're dumping in a womb. And now the womb you're inside of there. Dang. Like, you're forming inside of her universe, and you're coming out of them. So it's like, and then again with the circumcision, and then what she didn't process, you're processing it. And then the wombs sink Like, technology, it syncs up until somebody deals with it. So it's like, what are you perpetuating in your cycles? What are your cycles perpetuating? What are you subconsciously projecting? And you can go into this. You can go into yourself and just write it out, journal it out, paint it out, scream it out, roar, like, do whatever you need to do. There is no, they want to, they just siphon. They want to siphon off us. I was really trying to say silent, but both of them, like, they want to silence that roar, that hunger for just learning organically. Let's bring back organic learning, not learning in your mind. The whole structure is so masculine. It's not suited for the feminine, which is why the world is broken. It's why the world is broken. It's why the world is broken. It's why people are broken. Because they're neglecting the feminine and over-serving the masculine. It's not balanced. The women are having orgasms. The child is silenced. Like, shut up, not now. Like, dang, how rude are you? The child has something to say. You need to listen. And the child is going to the masculine and feminine that is just, they're guiding them. They come through them. That is so important. And now it's just like, shut up, not now. I don't want to hear it. Or your pleasure isn't important, your play isn't important, we have to do this now. But I have a strong pull towards here. And it's just like slapping the child's hand. I just see them slapping the child's hand when there's a strong pull and excitement that's pulling them. Oops, like, dang, that's important. So now I'm going to be internalizing. Now I'm going to start shutting myself down because you're shutting me down. And gosh, the mind is just so crazy powerful. Like, man, it's just one small knockdown and it's just gonna spiral into more knockdowns. And it's just like bringing it back to yourself. We all just have to bring it back to ourselves. Go inside. No pointing the fingers at all, because we're all just going through it and we all need each other. And it's just like, go inside of yourself. Like, ask yourself, hold your heart and really ask yourself, am I benefiting off of this life that I'm living? All of the blood, sweat, and tears that I'm donating into whatever I'm doing in my day-to-day life, am I benefiting off of it? Like, is my inner child completely content? Is it a safe space for them to just be? Like, can I just be me? Like, fully and completely, no censorship on any part of myself. And we do have dark sides, we have light sides, we have all of these different emoticons. We have a lot of different emotions and like expressions of our spirit that comes through us in these vessels, and it's so beautiful. And it's just like all of it, some of it might be a little like oh but all of it is you, and it should just be expressed, and you don't have to over identify with a temporary expression. Like, yeah, I was angry and raging, I had to throw something, I had to throw some glass, but like, dang, that doesn't mean like that doesn't mean like I don't deserve love because I just had to throw a fit. Like, the children throw tantrums, but we still love them. So it's like, it's just about expressing it and holding space for that expression and validating yourself. Just validate yourself. Like, God, you already validated because you exist. Like, you exist and you're perfect. And like, why all of the shape shifting, and it's inorganic. Oh my gosh, the inorganic shape shifting, the inorganic learning. Like, sorry, not inorganic, I want to say them I like to bring it to feminine, masculine. I guess it's more of a feminine way of learning and not a masculine way of learning. Just learning from experience. Just, pardon my French, but fucking around and finding out. Hey, maybe that is the organic way, right? Fucking around and finding out. And just like scoping the scenery and just looking at it and observing it, and then just like diving in there with and just finding out from trial and error. Like, that is the best way to learn, hands on. And the masculine way of learning would be to just, man, ironically, I picked this coin. It's pretty much damaged though. And your coin purse, your womb, is where all of the magic is, man. And what was I saying? Dang, I lost my train of thought. Man, it's just, yeah, the learning, just over obsessing with this intelligence that is in the mind, and thinking that, and it is so egoic. And that's why I would say it's more masculine. It gets very ego, because it's like, man, I'm just superior because I know this and I studied this and I know this because I read it. But like, it's so different when you jump out there after just being on the street. After I jumped out of there, bro, and I was gone, just being out there is just, it's different. The learning hits different when you mess around and find out. And you take that leap of faith. But I guess I'm gonna wrap this up. The topic of the main point was to just bring it back to your heart space and sit with yourself in a heart meditation, a heart to loin meditation, and just ask yourself, what is it that I am serving? What is it that I am serving? And where am I donating all my time and my energy? And is it really worth the investment? Like, am I happy and content and fulfilled within my own internal realms? Because if the answer is no, then it's time to reevaluate and shift some things and do something for my damn self. I like using that word. Anyways, do something for myself. Yeah. It all goes back to your breath. That's the money. And the formless to the formed. And yeah, be funny. Erase the vibes. Stay embodied in your breath and in your bliss.